Okay. Yeah, I'm here. You see, I have a guest here.
All
I'm
right, cool.
here
What
with
is it, bro?
I'm here with David Cabello, who is the co-founder of a very, very exciting business called Black and Mobile Delivery Service. Okay. So how you doing today, David?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm doing good.
All
Busy
right.
morning already.
Say again.
Busy morning.
Yeah, I know, man. Well, both of us. It's been a busy
Yeah.
morning already. Well, look, hey, I reached out to you. I read about you, news1.com. I read about you in Black Enterprise. You and your brother, Aaron. So they're twin brothers. So when you go, okay, when you go to their website, okay, you see both of them. Okay, you don't have like a disease or something like that. You're not seeing double. Okay, they're twins. All right. But I read about you in news1.com. They had a really good article recently.
I
Food.
seen it when you sent it. I didn't even know about it until you sent it to me. I seen it.
Really?
I
Okay.
didn't even know
All right.
about
They
it.
picked up the article from Black Enterprise. Black Enterprise had an article from March 19th. As cities eateries close, this black owned delivery service is thriving. That's from March 20th, 2020 from Black Enterprise. So let people know exactly what is Black and Mobile. Okay, tell people about your business and what that you and your
For
brother have
sure.
started.
Yeah. So Black and Mobile is the first Black-owned food delivery service in the country. We deliver exclusively for Black businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea started. Actually, I was delivering for other services. So Uber Eats, Postmates, Caviar, just to name the three I worked for.
Okay.
Well, to take it a step back, I actually dropped out of college. So me and my twins, we were in college together. We were roommates. And the day after Trump got elected, we decided to drop out.
You
And
said you said when Trump got elected, you decided to drop out.
the day after Trump got elected, we decided to drop out. Now, I already knew he was going to win. I was
Uh-huh.
already planning on dropping out because I was in college. I wasn't doing any work. The only work I was doing was researching about my history, researching about my people. We were interviewing people on campus, asking them questions, seeing if
Mm-hmm.
they knew about their history. So we were basically done with already what the universities were teaching us. But we wanted to stay.
Which college? Which college?
Shippensburg University.
What's the name of it?
Shippensburg University.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere, and we
Which state
experienced
is
some
that?
racism.
Which state is that?
PA, it's PA still,
Oh,
but
Pennsylvania.
you know,
Okay.
racism is still going on out there, segregation, all that stuff. Like when we were at the parties, try to go to parties, white people went to white parties, black people went to black parties, and that's just how
Okay.
it was usually.
Okay.
So when we were there, like my brother actually, let me stop. I wasn't always like this. My brother, he encouraged me to read more books, to
Mm-hmm.
get more into learn about my people, Dr. Umar, Dr. Claude Anderson.
Well, I know Dr. Claude Anderson. I know Umar
I
also.
grew
Dr. Claude
fond
Anderson
of
is one of my teachers. I
Mfudishi.
know Dr. Anderson.
Yeah. So yeah, I grew fond of Mfudishi, more of a spiritual journey, but we just were
Mm-hmm.
researching, reading books all the time. Like we weren't doing no schoolwork. So we ended up dropping out the day after Trump got elected, and we said we're gonna help black businesses. Whatever we have to
Okay.
do, we're gonna help black businesses. We didn't know how we were gonna do it, but we
Right.
said we're gonna do it. So I was working for this bookstore, and then I found an opportunity to deliver food on a bike. I'm like, I could deliver food on a bike. I never even heard of that. So I took the opportunity and I went with this. So about 6-7 months into that,
Mm-hmm.
delivering food, and one day I made like $1,100 in 30 hours on a bike. So I'm like, if I can make this much
In,
money
thir- in 30 hours.
30 hours.
Okay, on the bike, 1100.
So
So was that tips or
that was everything, tips and
everything?
everything. That was
Okay.
everything together. That was everything together. I mean, I probably didn't count all my tips because I just really counted what was on my app. And that was
Okay.
1,100. But I probably made more than that. But I just said
Okay.
1,100 in 30 hours because that's what I seen on my direct deposit.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah. So when I made that money, I'm like, well, if I make this much money delivering food on the bike, how much could I make if I own the company? So I
Right.
went home that same night. I typed into YouTube how to start a delivery service, and that's how my company started. I had goosebumps the minute I thought of my business because I already knew I was going to help black businesses. So that was my niche, was
Right.
to only deliver for black restaurants. But then I could start my own food delivery service because there was no other food delivery service in the country that was black owned. That was on Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates, Caviar, Eat24, Easy Cater. I can keep on naming them, but
Mm-hmm.
none of them were black owned, and all the other ones were white or Asian owned. So I knew I had $1 million business.
Wow. Wow. That's fantastic. Well, you and your brother started the business. Your brother's name is Aaron, your twin
So
brothers.
I am gonna say this, not
Go
to
ahead.
throw shade on my brother, but I am 100% owner. He's not getting equity until he works for it.
Oh, wait, say he's not getting equity until what?
Until he works for it, he has to work for it.
He has to work for you.
He has to work. No, he has to work for it. He has to.
Oh, he has to work for it. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah,
Now
I'm not gonna just hand it out to him.
so he works in the business with you, right?
Yeah, he works in the business with me, but he has to do more to get equity.
Okay. Okay. You
Everything
must be
is
the
coming out
older
of my
brother. Are
head.
you the older brother?
I am. I am. I'm the older brother. That's my baby bro. but
All
yeah,
right. But how many?
I'm saving equity for him. He got to put the work in for it.
He has
Everyone
to
got
put the work into it. Okay. So is this more? Was this more of your vision than
Yeah,
his,
yeah.
so to speak?
It's all my vision. Not to throw again. Not throwing any shade at
Okay.
him. But
Right.
it's
Right.
all coming from me. He's still in awe as well. Like he doesn't. He says like, "You're a different animal." He always tells me that, like, "You're different." Like he doesn't understand how we're doing it so fast. I'm not gonna say he's not business minded, but
Sure.
I'm the businessman. He's been more of the. He's the one who awakened me to do for my people more. You know what I mean? So he was more on the conscious side. He awakened me. So I'm trying to awaken him on the business side, but everything's
Right.
coming out of my head as of now.
So what's interesting, my degree is in business administration. I'm a historian. I teach history. My degree is in business administration with a major in marketing from Wayne State University in Detroit. I graduated in '94. I've taught entrepreneurship for
I
7
was
years, done
born in
business
95.
consulting. Huh?
I
I
was
taught
born in 95.
entrepreneurship. I've done business consulting for 7 years. I help people, specifically African-Americans, start businesses, critique their business plans, help them get funding for their business, basically through grants, not loans. But what's interesting is because I have a background dealing with history as well. I'm the host of the African History Network show, founder of the African History Network. Oftentimes there is a conflict between the economic empowerment minded people, or not just economic empowerment minded, but those who are business minded. There's a difference between economic empowerment minded and business minded. There are a lot of people with economic empowerment minded, but can't run a business. Okay. There's a difference. All right. And then you have those who are dealing with the history and culture, but they don't want to deal with the economics and don't want to deal with business. Okay.
That's our situation.
Say it again.
That's our situation.
Right. So you have to have a synthesis. You know, some of my teachers like Professor James Small and Dr. Leonard Jeffries, they teach us how we have to have a synthesis of the African history and culture, which gives us our foundation, and also the economics and the politics. They all come together to work together. Well, your business launched in February 2019. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I saw an article from PhillyMag.com dealing with you, Black Enterprise, as well as News1.com. And it was created in order to deliver food and connecting users directly with Black-owned restaurants in their area. So you operate in Philadelphia and Detroit right now, right?
Yep. And we're going to Atlanta in about 4 weeks.
Going to Atlanta in about 4 weeks. You just expanded into the Detroit market. And you have what, about 26 restaurants in Philadelphia?
We got about 30 now. We got
about 30 in
I
Philadelphia.
got a couple signed up this week. So I would say about 30 here, about 17, 18 in Detroit.
Okay. Explain to people how this actually works. The restaurant sign up with you, people go to your app. Explain to people how this works.
Yeah. So how it works is, so the first step is, and what's been the biggest challenge is getting restaurants to sign up and partner. They're used to Uber Eats and all these other services. So that's the first step, is getting them to partner with us. And they pay them so they can pay us. We offer the same service. So that's the first step, is getting them to sign up. And then once we get them to sign up, we have to hire drivers so they can deliver the food. So basically, once all that is done, the drivers in the restaurant, the customer, they just go to the app or the mobile site, blackandmobile.com, and which I designed both of them myself. So I designed everything myself. So they can go there and they can just order food from any Black-owned restaurant in their area. We deliver within a 6-mile radius.
Right. Okay, so I downloaded your app. I've been to your app. I'm on your website. We're going to bring up your website right now to let everybody see it. So you designed this yourself. I was going to ask you, okay, who designed your app and who designed your website?
So I do all the designing. Now I'm gonna give people a little game. I'm not gonna go all into it as far as everything I do, but I use Shopify. So if anyone's looking for an easy way to do a website, go to Shopify.
Shopify. Okay.
That's what I use. But I designed everything that you're looking at. I did it all myself.
Right. Okay. So when people go to your website, blackandmobile.com, they scroll down, revolutionizing convenience. This is a picture here. You were interviewed by Channel 6 ABC affiliate. Is this you and your brother here?
Yep. I'm the one in the middle, and then my brother's to the left of me.
Okay. All right.
Right of me.
Black and Mobile. Now, the people who deliver, they can deliver on bike or in cars. Is that correct? My
brother still is on a bike, and then I'm in the car now.
Okay. All right. How it works. So people select a Black-owned restaurant. They order food. They can order from the website or they can order from the app.
Yep.
They can download the app from the App Store. I downloaded it a couple of days ago. Now, get culture deliver. I saw that on your website. That phrase, get the culture delivered. What does that mean?
So the culture delivery means just getting the culture delivered to your door. I mean, we make so much different types of food. We make vegan food, soul food, Jamaican food, Haitian food, any type of food in our culture, you can get it delivered. That's literally what it means.
Okay. All right. And then you have apparel as well. You branched down into apparel also. Yep. People can get that from
we
your website.
We ain't sold too much yet, but it's gonna happen.
You said what now?
We haven't sold too many of them yet, but it's gonna happen.
Okay. Well, people can go and they can get the apparel, and they can eat the food and wear the t-shirts, wear the apparel also. Okay. And then when people go to your website, they can look at say Philadelphia, for instance. They could look at the dishes in the restaurants in Philadelphia. They could do the same thing for Detroit. You have the names of.
All you gotta do is click one, and you can just support them. And we section it up: the east side, the west side, or in Philly, it's just by section. You know what I mean? And Detroit, Cuzzo's Chicken and Waffles they do the most orders. Cuzzo's Chicken and Waffles. Okay. And I would say Philly. I don't know. It's been a tie lately. It's been a tie in Philly lately. We got Veganish, we got Dayaya's, and we got who's the other restaurant? Like, we got a couple of restaurants that just do numbers in Philly.
Okay. Wow. So if an because we have African American owned restaurants owners who watch us, if they want to sign up, become a restaurant, and one of the things I noticed in researching this, it says something dealing with this for many small restaurants, services like Uber Eats and Postmates have high commissions and marketing budgets or don't cater to them. Services like Black and Mobile help local restaurants without access to those apps cater to this customer base. Explain that, because a lot of people don't even understand the money and how this breaks down. Explain what that's talking about.
Yes. So and that's right, because first, as a Black-owned business in a restaurant, we have to build that from the muscle. So you
have to do what now?
The restaurant owners, they had to do it from the muscle. No one came in and helped them, so they had to build their name. Whether they were in business for 5 years, 10 years, 1 year. I just made it to 1 year, and it was still a challenge. So all these businesses, they're building up their platform. Then here comes Uber Eats, here comes DoorDash, here comes Caviar, here comes Postmates. All these different companies, and they're taking a big percentage out of their sales. Out of the sales that they generate, but that's still out of their profits. So then the issue is that they're not even allowing them to go up on the price of the food. I allow them to go up. So if we charge, for example, if I charge 30%, I'm going to let the restaurant owner go up 30% on my platform. That way they don't lose money, and now we all can make money.
Okay.
The customer pays more, but they're going to support us anyway. You know what I mean? So it's just a win-win, because they don't want to lose 30% off their profit margins. Margins in the restaurant industry is already low. So and then as far as like just getting out to the certain areas, Caviar, for example, no shade against any other delivery service either, but when Caviar started, and usually at every city they go to, they start in the city. So in Philadelphia, they started in Center City. Now, if you come to Philly, everyone knows you could probably name 10 Black-owned restaurants, maybe 15, maybe, if I'm being nice, maybe 15 Black-owned restaurants in the city. If I go to West Philly, I can name 50. If I go to North Philly, I can name 50. So it's not a concentrated area. So Caviar, what they did was they only work with the business in Center City, and they only work with the top rated ones, the most exclusive ones. So now they've branched out, but what we do is we go to the hood, we go to the food deserts, we go to where no one else wants to deliver. And we're going to do it because we have the name. I got the green light. Once they see the bag, they know who I am. I got the green light.
All right. So you're in Philadelphia and Detroit. You've been in Detroit, I think it's about a month. You've been
almost a month now. On the 1st of April, it'll be a month.
Okay. So how has the coronavirus crisis, how has that impacted your business? A lot of people are at home more. Businesses shut down. How does that impact your businesses in Philadelphia and Detroit?
In a positive and negative way. So I'm gonna start with the positive. I've been getting so many orders, because now they can't do takeout either. It's only delivery only. So I have 40 drivers now. I just hired about 10, 15 drivers. I have over 200 people that applied to work for me in the last 2 weeks. So business is thriving on that end as far as orders. I'm doing the most numbers I ever did in my business this month. But the
Wow.
bad thing is a lot of restaurants are closing. A lot of people are scared to order. A lot of people, drivers are scared to deliver. So it has a pro and a con to it, you know?
Okay.
But as of
Exactly.
now, I'm not going to complain because my business started doing a lot more numbers. So
Right, exactly. And I saw some of the testimonials on your website, etc. Let's see, on Facebook, KT Washington said this is dope. She posted the website also here, blackandmobile.com. I posted it as well. So, and now you're hiring in Detroit, is that correct? In the Detroit market? Okay. About how many drivers are you hiring for in
well,
Detroit?
right now we have about 20 in Detroit. So I would say we need about 15 more. You know what I mean? Something like that. Because everyone isn't available all the time. So
Okay.
we want to take that into account. Like someone's not going to work 7 days a week. So
Right.
we want to make sure that when they're not available, someone else will step up.
Right. Well, I was looking, man. I was looking at this idea. I said, man, I need to apply for this myself because I'm serious, man. I need to apply for this myself. Now, one thing I noticed is that you have the hours of operation of delivery, and you end at I think 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. or something like that.
So we end on 9 p.m. during the weekdays, Sunday to Wednesday, then 10 p.m. on the weekends.
Okay, 10 p.m. on the weekends. Okay. And what's interesting, what I found interesting about your website is you have testimonials from customers who
Yeah.
have their food and talk about how great the service is, things like that. So that's fantastic. All right. So let people know once again, if they are a restaurant, African American owned
Yeah.
restaurant, and they want to become part of your network, what should they do?
So the first thing you want to do is go to blackandmobile.com and apply
Mhm.
to the business application.
The
And if
business
you can't go to
application.
blackandmobile.com, you can go to Instagram, you can DM me and I will respond to you, or you can just click the link in my bio on Instagram and it'll bring you to a link tree and it'll say application, business application. So we have all of our applications on there. We have all of our news articles on there, interviews, everything on there, and our website, and you can download an app from there. So if you really, you're not tech savvy, just DM me. Or you can email me, delivery@blackandmobile.com. But yeah, that's how you would apply. Just apply there, then we'll reach out and then we'll schedule a meeting with you to get you signed up.
Okay. And right now you're in Philadelphia and Detroit, and you
Yep.
said you're going to be in Atlanta when?
4 weeks,
In
5
4
weeks
weeks.
next.
Atlanta. Was there another city that you mentioned also?
Chicago in 8 weeks, 9 weeks max.
Wow. Okay.
We're
So
going to
you
expand heavy during the shutdown.
say again?
We're going to expand heavy during the shutdown.
Wow, that's fantastic. Okay. And then if people want to become a driver, they go to
It's
blackandmobile.com.
the same way. They would just apply to the messenger application.
The messenger. Okay. The message application. All right. Well, look, people, check out these articles here. There's some really good articles. Blackenterprise.com as cities.
We got We Buy Black on there. We got BET on there. We got a couple different ones. We got a couple different ones.
On what? On
On
what?
the link tree. If you go to my link tree, if you go to Instagram and
Uh-huh.
follow us and you click the link in the bio, it'll
Yeah.
bring up all of my applications or all of my interviews and articles
Oh,
that I've
okay.
done.
Yeah, I know Sharif over at WeBuyBlack.com. We've been in a conference together. Okay, Black Enterprise has articles on them, news1.com as well. Well, look, man, keep up the good work. I think what you're doing is fantastic. This is the first time I've seen something like this, really, a Black food delivery service. So now, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
24.
24?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, this
24.
is fantastic. We need more young brothers like you to be
Appreciate
innovative. And it's not just the business idea, but you're using the technology. This is like disruptive technology, like Uber, like Lyft,
sure.
like Uber Eats, things like that.
And here's what I will say to anyone that is thinking about doing this business idea.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I always say, because everyone will ask, you're not scared of someone copying you? You're not scared of that? If you're going to go help Black people, then
Mm-hmm.
I'm still successful. If you put me out of business for helping Black people, then I'm still successful and I still won. Go help Black people. I encourage you to go help Black people because a lot of people they're going to get in the business for money. If you get in this type of business for money, you're not going to win and you're not going to be successful. It has to be something else that pushes you and then the money will come.
Right.
I didn't see any money in my first year and a half, really. Or my first 12 months. I didn't really see any money.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see any money, but I still have to stick with it. So go help our people. Go any way you can, even if it isn't food delivery.
Right.
Go help our people. It's our decade. It's like the Roaring '20s all over again. This is our decade for Black people.
Well, you know, about 50% of all new businesses don't make a profit till the third year in business. So it takes time to ramp up. Lastly, when you were in college, what was your major in college?
Business.
Okay, it was business.
Okay. I didn't take a single business class.
Okay, you were doing prerequisites.
I was doing there like the gen ed and stuff like that. But I was always been in business. Like I'm talking about,
Right.
I would sell packs of gum at school. Sometimes I would steal stuff and resell it. I don't do that anymore.
Right.
But I would do all that stuff as an entrepreneur. And then once I
I did
started
that in
going
college.
legal, then once I started going legal before I went into college, I would do like Amway. I did Amway. I started my own weather worker business. It was called the Weather Workers. I would shovel snow and mow grass. So I would just have my brothers. I would go get the properties and I would say, all right, y'all go do these properties, and then we all would just split the profits.
Right. Right.
And I've always been an entrepreneur, always.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So people visit their website, blackandmobile.com, download their app to your smartphone. I have it. I have the app on my phone. I've downloaded. I've been checking it out. And I mean, you just look at the app. I mean, you just look at all the restaurants. I mean, you'll get hungry,
right?
You'll get hungry. You'll get hungry just looking at all the restaurants here that they have on the app. Sure. Well, Dave, look, I know you're busy. This is fantastic what you're doing. I know our listeners and viewers, people in our network, are going to support this. If you own an African American restaurant,
it's on Facebook, right?
Yeah, we're on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah.
Perfect. So what I would say for people that are on Facebook, you can follow us on Facebook too. Just type in Black and Mobile or put the Culture Delivery. Either one of those on Facebook. Instagram is Black and Mobile, blackandmobile.com. Twitter is Black and Mobile. Everything Black and Mobile.
Black and Mobile.
Type in Google Black and Mobile and we're going to pop up.
Absolutely. Well, look, Dave, I know it's hectic. I know yesterday, man, we both had issues yesterday. Huh?
I got orders coming in right now.
Exactly. I know we had issues yesterday, so I know you have to run. Well, look, I appreciate you taking time out for this and let our people know about what you're doing. Everybody support these two young brothers, support their business, and support African-American-owned restaurants, especially during coronavirus. But even after that, support our business.
365. It ain't just Black History.
Absolutely.
365. I do this every day, so we can do it every day. I always tell people, try to support a Black-owned business at least 3 times a week. If you do that, that's 12 times a month. That's a good number. Right. It should be more, but if you're gonna give yourself a challenge, 3 times a week.
Right. Definitely. All right, Dave. Well, look, you have a great day, man. Take care. I'll be in touch with you. Okay.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Peace. All right, everybody. So that was David Cabello of blackandmobile.com. All right. So they have a fantastic business. Check out their website, download their app. Follow us on our Facebook fan page, The African History Network, The African History Network. Follow me on my YouTube channel, Michael Imhotep, Imhotep. If you like this type of information, also you can donate to the African History Network, $ the AHN show through Cash App, because people are telling us to get Cash App, $ the AHN show through Cash App. Then also through PayPal, paypal.me/the AHN show, paypal.me/the AHN show. And then, we offer opportunities for African-American businesses to advertise with the African History Network. And then we put your commercial into our audio podcast, things like that. If you want to also advertise with the African History Network, you can email us at customerservice@africanhistorynetwork.com, customerservice@africanhistorynetwork.com. We'll let you know how you can advertise with the African History Network. I read about David and reached out to him. I said, hey, I want to interview you because this is fantastic what you're doing. I read articles from news1.com, Black Enterprise. I went back and read probably one of the original articles from phillymag.com. I said, this is fantastic what you're doing. And this is a way for us to recycle our dollars as well, okay, to empower ourselves, own businesses. I know a lot of us are still going to work for white-owned businesses. I don't knock that, because you can take the money that you make at white-owned businesses and you can spend those dollars with African-American-owned businesses, which helps keep our people employed as well. All right. So look, hey, we have to get out of here. Listen to our Sunday night show, the African History Network show. We broadcast that here on Facebook and YouTube, and it's on 9-10 a.m. the Superstation WFDF in Detroit. Sundays, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, at the African History Network, we focus on educating, empowering, and inspiring people of African descent throughout the diaspora and around the world, because right knowledge corrects wrong behavior. What you do for yourself, what you do to yourself, and what you allow other people to do to you and get away with is based upon what you think about yourself. What you think about yourself is based upon what you've been taught about yourself. What you've been taught about yourself is based upon everything you've read, heard, and seen about yourself. Remember, right knowledge corrects wrong behavior. It's not over till we win. Wakanda forever. We'll talk to you next time. Peace.